So let's go ahead and move on to the last topic, which is Britney Spears and her sister, girl. And I'm about to read this story to y'all straight up off of CNN, okay? Because I know a lot of y'all like to come in my comments and tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, as if I'm not reading articles straight off the internet to y'all. Child, you Nicki fans, boy. But a lot of y'all can't be in these comments because this is subscriber only chat. Bitch ass motherfuckers. I've been blocking people all morning. I ain't even gonna argue with y'all no more. I'm gonna block your stupid ass. Like the other day, I was in the mood to argue with people. I'm not in that mood today. This morning, I woke up and was about to comment back to somebody who said that I was wrong when I said something, when I was talking about the Jennifer and Nikki case or whatever. And I would, just say you hate Nikki. Right. Yeah, because that's what it is. That's why I listen to her music and follow her and like her pictures and, support her when she puts out music and albums and stream them and listen to them and know all the words, because I hate her. Yeah, that's why. But yeah, I had to just go through and block some of those people. They were in there talking mad shit. They were commenting and commenting and commenting, and I know they thought that they was gonna get a reaction from me, but no, they just got blocked. They just got blocked. That's the space we're in today. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow it could be different. Who knows? But ultimately, you guys, Britney Spears. Let's get into it. This is from CNN. I'm gonna say that again for anybody that wants to dispute whatever I've said. Yell at CNN. Okay. So the public feud between Britney Spears and her sister Jamie Lynn Spears is far from over. Spears' lawyer, Matthew Rosengart, sent a legal cease and desist letter to the singer's younger sister on Tuesday regarding her new memoir, Things I Should Have Said. In Rosengart's letter, he calls the book ill-timed and that it makes misleading or outrageous claims about her. Although Jamie Lynn Spears has recently said that the book is not about her sister, Rosengart wrote, "She takes you at your word, and we therefore demand that you cease and desist from referencing Britney derogatorily during your promotional campaign. If you fail to do so or defame her, Britney will be forced to consider and take all appropriate legal action." In her book, she describes her sister's behavior growing up at times as paranoid and erratic. But the Grammy winner has taken to social media multiple times over the last week to take issue with her sister's recollection. Writing on Instagram this week, Jamie Lynn, "I wasn't strong enough to do what should have been done. Slapped you and mama right across your fucking faces." Okay, that's what Britney wanted to do. In a recent interview while promoting her book on Good Morning America, Jamie Lynn Spears said, "I've always been my sister's biggest supporter." She always said that she had nothing to do with her sister's 13-year conservatorship, which was terminated late last year. "When she needed help, I set up ways to do so. Went out of my way to make sure that she had the contacts she needed to possibly go ahead and end this conservatorship. And just end this all for our family. If it's going to cause this much discord, why continue it? I even spoke to her legal team, her previous legal team, that did not end well in my favor," adding, "I did not take the steps to help. How many times can I take the steps without she has to walk through the door," basically. Okay. So I'm going to tell y'all, I don't know the most about this situation, but Britney, I do feel like you shouldn't have been on conservatorship, and I really hope that things are put in place for you to, still retain your wealth, because I think it would be a travesty for you to lose it all. But at the same time, my girl, I recently saw pictures of you naked on the internet that you posted yourself. I just saw that recently. I just saw that. And so I feel like even though Jamie Lynn may be benefiting from this situation by using it in her book and putting her book out right as your conservatorship is over, so people are so interested in the issue, it all seems like you're trying to, profit off of your sister's back for sure. But at the same time, Britney, can you really be upset that your sister said you were erratic? Bitch, you acting erratic on Instagram right now. What are you talking about? Brittany response gave today, "I got time, cuz vibes." Thank you, DeQuasia, for the super chat. It sure did. It sure did. Okay. So it says Jamie Lynn Spears doubled down on the claims that she tried to help Britney Spears out of her conservatorship. Jamie Lynn also named their mom, Lynn Spears, as the one who was pushing for the conservatorship to continue during an interview with Alex Cooper for the podcast Call Her Daddy. Jamie Lynn told Cooper that she had been given She had given Britney advice on how to get out of the conservatorship multiple times and read a text message from herself to Britney dated November 2020. During this time, Jamie Lynn claimed that Britney's lawyer, Sam Ingham, was misrepresenting the pop star and was creating more reasons to stay in court. Jamie Lynn stopped speaking to Lynn in order to show Britney how committed she was to supporting her sister. That was a really hard time, because I wanted to stop inserting because I wanted her to stop inserting herself in the conservatorship. I didn't understand why we were bringing more people into the conservatorship as opposed to taking them out. I don't know, but I didn't speak to her, and I thought that maybe that too, it just jumped. That too would show Britney how committed I was to her. If she had an issue with Lynn, I wanted to be there, I guess. Okay, so Britney is saying, bitch, you was playing in my face. Okay. And Jamie is claiming that she was just trying to be there for her sister. Okay, but let me go ahead and go to my Instagram so I can find this post that Britney posted. Child, I really want Britney to stop posting all of these weird looking at, like, I just kind of feel like a lot of her posts are her just looking unhealthy as a motherfucker. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but it don't always be looking right. It don't always be looking together. The dark circles under the eyes. And I mean, it's probably because she just don't have any makeup on or something. I don't know, girl, but it just be looking sad to me sometimes. It really looks sad to me sometimes when I see Britney Spears, just out or whatever, taking these pictures of herself on social media, and she just looks like, oh, I finally get to just post, random weird shit to my timeline. Pictures of me naked, pictures of me looking crazy, video of me dancing off key. Okay, video of me doing the cheerleading arms. Okay, like just a lot of shit going on. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Former FBI agent colludes father Jamie Spears surveilled Britney Spears' bathroom. I heard that shit, y'all. Did y'all hear about that? That her dad apparently had cameras around her bathroom or some shit like that. Did y'all hear about that? Y'all, the story continues to just get weirder and weirder and weirder, and I'm just over it at the end of the day. Child, y'all know what's so funny is that I'm starting to feel like Ari Fletcher is paying the blogs to post her every day, because I see them post stories about her and nobody cares, but they just keep posting them. All right, here it is. Okay. This is what Britney Spears said on Instagram. I flew home to Jamie Lynn on the couch watching her TV shows right after Justin and I broke up. I was a ghost there. I had worked my whole life and I didn't know how to be served by mama. Sit there and get served the chocolate milkshakes with the perfectly crushed ice, with the secret chunky sugar. Meanwhile, Jamie Lynn is 12. She indulges with the TV for hours, then goes to lay out on a raft at the pool. I'm in shock because this was never my life. Justin's family was all I knew for many years. Things were different now, and Jamie Lynn had a new Nickelodeon show. All I remember saying was, damn, how the hell does a 12-year-old land a Nickelodeon show? Well, I never got my iced chocolate drink. I mean, yeah, I'm grown up, right? But then maybe I might need a little support. It was a People magazine cover. The People show up, and as Jamie Lynn says, I was scared. Fuck yeah. My mama was on pain medication and could barely hold a conversation in the house because her and my dad split, and she was more messed up than anything. I remember her sitting on the floor in a conversation, and she never got up. And I'm sorry, Jamie Lynn. I wasn't strong enough to do what should have been done. Slapped you and mama right across your fucking faces. Okay, so that was the long message of what she was trying to say. And I'm guessing that what she was trying to say in that incoherent message was that her sister was only really popping because of her. She had not really spent a lot of time with her sister because she was working. And when she finally came back, her sister's popping on Nickelodeon. She broke up with Justin. She's in a fog. Her mom's in a fog. Everybody's just fucked up and there are no adults around. Okay. But I still feel like Jamie should be able to say whatever Jamie wants to say in her book about her experience of you, whether you like it or not. I'm sorry. And I also feel like I hope Britney's getting therapy. I hope Britney is doing what she needs to make sure she's mentally stable for real, like doctors you can trust that are not trying to just, use you for your fucking money. But to me, I just kind of feel like Britney is still going through it, and I can never decipher whether what she is saying or doing is Britney in her right mind or Britney having some other shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to me, you guys. Okay. As one, I think Jamie may be using that to add legitimacy to her claims in the book. Yeah, she's getting the help she needs. Good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I would really love for her to get off social media for a while, though, just until she can collect herself, because I think this just only adds more confusion. These stories come out every few hours about Britney Spears, y'all. Every few hours. Britney's parents failed all the kids. It seems that way. Jamie Lynn was 12. Why is she holding on to that time? That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about Jamie Lynn at 12 for? Unless you're just trying to make it known that the only reason she was able to be successful at all was because of you, and then she was a little brat. That's what it sounded like she was saying. Like, that's why she was saying she should have slapped the shit out of her. She lying. She was stealing money from Britney's sons. Judah's husband is getting money off Britney. And when the daddy got sick, Judah's Lynn took over the conservatorship. Oh, so y'all are saying that Jamie took over her sister's conservatorship when the daddy got sick and was stealing money from her and Britney's sons. Okay, gotcha. Y'all know I don't be on Britney Spears shit like that, so I don't know. Don PV, thank you so much for the super chat. The family is wrong. Don't be so sure before people become stars. Their family makes them the center of attention, which does them a disservice. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it almost seemed like you wanted the attention to be on you when you got home, as if you weren't an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wanted to come home to your people and have them treat you like a child, and you forgot that everybody had their own shit going on, while you was out there with Justin and his family. Social media may be one of Britney's few social connections. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. She should only use social media to promote her music. Anything she does will be misconstrued. Yes, it will. And a lot of it looks weird, and we don't know if, like, we just don't know what we're getting in the moment. Fine if Jamie want to talk and can legally do so, fine. But she needs to accept that Britney may never forgive her over this. I think she's accepted it, to be honest. I feel like it's water under the bridge at this point. You're pretending like you care about her and you're on the right side of this, when the truth of the matter is, Jamie, you've probably been raised to only really care about yourself, and maybe to use Britney as somebody that you can, continue to get fame off of. Amazing, thank you for the super chat. I think what Britney's parents were trying to do was valid, but the way they did it was wrong. Whenever Britney gets the opportunity to make her own decisions, they end up terribly wrong. Jay Jersey, thank you for the super chat. When Britney signed her first big record deal, Britney's parents took the check to pay the older brother's legal fees. I think there have been a lot of mistakes made by everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a long, long story of parents using their child's fame to take advantage of them, take advantage of, what Britney was able to acquire for the family, because they probably was a regular poor ass Louisiana family before Britney blew up. Jamie Lynn was jealous of the fame, but Britney was probably jealous. It looked like Jamie Lynn got to have a childhood. Yes, Maxwell, that does sound right. That does sound like you were jealous of your little sister because she was able to have a childhood and then still get the Nickelodeon show off your back. Not supporting the dad for keeping Britney in the conservatorship, but he did build her financial portfolio, not dwindle it down. That's another thing. That's another thing that I would hear throughout the years, is that even though he was trying to control her, he didn't take from her in that way. But I feel like a lot of what they were doing was way too much for me. Way too much for me. The conservatorship, all of that, way too much. Maybe if they'd been better parents, Britney wouldn't have issues making her own decisions. Okay. Tia, Tamara, Beyonce, and Solange didn't have these problems. It is the parents' fault. I like the way you just named Black people. Okay, listen. That's because middle class Black people are not playing about their kids. Okay, they're not gonna just have y'all out here like that all the time. The parents should have gotten them counseling like the Knowles. And I'm trying to remind y'all that y'all are comparing two different classes of people. I know y'all are confused because white people are considered to be better than black people, but the Spirits was probably some broke ass like country white people. There's a lot of ignorance in that. Beyonce's people were upper middle class black people. There's a difference in mindset. Understand? Exactly. Lindsay Lohan, another one that you give white trash money, and that's no disrespect, but that's what they that's their trail bark. Sorry. Okay, that's where it's at. No, you couldn't use Miley Cyrus as an example because Miley Cyrus was not living in a trailer park before she blew up. Her daddy was already rich, okay? Like she was already upper class when she became who she was, which is the difference between poor, ignorant people getting money and then, okay, handling the money well, but not knowing how to handle having a child that's now famous and being a provider for the family. Amanda Bynes, Nick and Aaron Carter, there are a bunch of them. There are a bunch of them. And that's because the parents were never really that good of parents in the first place. But you're not going to say people don't love their kids, but they be ignorant and then just don't have an understanding of the things they need to have an understanding for to protect the mental of the children when they're in this industry. Because, I mean, we could say the same thing about the Jacksons. Just saying, yes, indeed. Britney was paid out of the nose, and I was still walking around barefoot in public bathrooms. Protecting your adult child from making life mistakes is ridiculous. Stop with the infantilization, child. Also, Britney had postpartum. Yeah, and I also feel like adults go through mental health crises. It doesn't mean that they can't be in charge of their lives. That's another thing. The Olsen twins, child, listen, they may have kept their money, but we be worried about them. Drew Barrymore was emancipated at 16. So y'all know, a lot of the times these parents that put all of their eggs in their kids' baskets, not a good look, girl. Not a good look. Also, y'all, okay, listen, I'm done talking about this. I'm thinking about doing a season review for the most recent season of the game. I don't know yet. I'm just throwing it out there because I finished watching it and it was good. The whole season was good. 10 episodes on Paramount Plus. So I am thinking about doing like a full season recap of it. Maybe I'll do it on a podcast. I don't know. But either way, that's all I got to say. You don't see them no more because they're rich and then, doing drugs somewhere, child. Who knows? They don't never look that healthy though. Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through today. Please come and join me right after this for Scripted TV. We're going to be talking about queens, sisters, and Our Kind of People. Our Kind of People is really, really good. So anyway, y'all, come back. I'm going to go make me another cup of coffee, and I will be back in a jiff. Peace out, y'all.